Hey, if you liked the video, be sure to hit subscribe here on YouTube, follow us over on Facebook, and join the chat on Discord. You'll find links down in the description. Rithwell Racing Shop is now open. If you need some short track attire, be sure to check out the link down in the description. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Modified Mondays, the show where we give you an inside look at an iRacing season. So, last week, if you missed it, we did a live episode of Modified Monday. That's why you don't see a week 8 here on YouTube. Be sure to jump over to Facebook, hit that follow button if you haven't, so you don't miss out if we do a little impromptu race. The reason for that was because I went down to Florida last week, spent a vacation there with the fam, had a really good time. We went and hit Legoland. I rented a Dodge Challenger for the week, so we had a lot of fun in that. Pretty cool that they have stoplights on highways with 60-mile-an-hour speed limits, because as soon as it goes green, throw the pedal down and get yourself a 0 to 60 pull. I had a lot of fun while I was down there. We did that. We headed up to Sarasota, checked out Siesta Key Beach, which was pretty cool. I've never been to a beach like that. It was like walking on flour. Absolutely insane. I'm so used to the Northeast beaches where you got all kinds of pebbles and stones and it's really coarse. So completely different experience being down there at Siesta Key. If you're down there, I would definitely suggest checking that out. So I got off the plane, got home, did maybe half an hour of tuning, and then we were right into the 8 o'clock race. We had a really good tune last season. We got a pole, and we ended up getting first place last season. So we're going to see if we can do it again this season. So let's go check out that race footage. All right, here we are at Myrtle Beach Speedway, getting ready for some green flag racing. We got pole again. We had pole last season. We're getting pole this season as well. Really like Myrtle Beach Speedway. And we are able to stretch that lead out pretty well. We got a good jump off the green, and we're able to stretch it out to a couple car lengths there on the back straightaway. Coming around for lap number 2 here. And the rest of the pack starting to form up behind us. You see a couple going double wide. Number 11 hitting the wall a little bit coming off the corner there. It's tough, really tough coming out of turn 2. Gotta have it set up right. Grant in the number 2 laying on the pressure. Definitely had me have one eye glued to that rear view mirror. Very strong racing from Grant. Had a lot of fun. Playing a little cat and mouse here, looking out the back of my car at the rest of the field. See a lot of side-by-side racing. Good passing going down, and Grant just all over our bumper again. Then unfortunately Tracy hits the number 6. I don't know if the 6 backed down a little bit, but there's a huge accident. A lot of wrecks. Number 7 coming through, and he will hit the marbles, and that'll just show us how much they unsettle the car. And number 4 going down the inside, but just doesn't go low enough. I think he overdrove the corner, hit the 5, spun him out. And then the number 6 is going to come by, nowhere for him to go. That's going to blow his engine. Now we're on board with Ryan Pierce in that number 4. He's gotten himself into 3rd place, right on the back bumper of Grant, hitting him as they go through the corner. He's going to try and shove it down the inside. Really hot coming towards turn 1. Slamming down the inside, and again overdrives the corner, and he will take out himself in 3rd, Grant in 2nd, and I couldn't see who was in 4th there, but 2, 3, and 4 all down in that corner. One person that wasn't involved in that incident is Justin Verschneider. He will move himself all the way up into 2nd place from 7th. Not a very good qualifying run, but it kind of shows if you have some good handling car, you can avoid some wrecks and drive it clean. You can get yourself up into top 3, and in this case, top 2. Now he's going to try and hunt me down. And final lap here. Got about a 4-second lead on Justin, so we are going to come around and grab that checkered flag. This is our 2nd win in a row at Myrtle Beach, so pretty excited about that. Love this track. We've had some really good times here. A couple 2nd place finishes, and now 2 1st place finishes with 2 poles. So definitely a strong track for me. Alrighty, I will drink to that. So that was excellent. We had another pole, another win at Myrtle Beach. It's an excellent track, and we had a really good time. I was happy to see Justin getting himself up there into second place. It's going to be a close points battle. Justin's right behind me in the Division 4 standings. So let's jump over to the standing board and see how that panned out. This week, the top three remain the same, with Timothy in first, Paul in second, and us in third. There's a chance to squeak into first, but we'll need three really strong finishes in these last few weeks. Justin Verschneider keeps it interesting this week with his second place finish. He was in seventh place 2 weeks ago, but this week he'll capture fourth. Fifth place will go to another racer in this week's episode, Tracy Jenkins. He was in eighth last week, but had a really strong climb up the ranks. Michael Conmey will move from 10th to 6th this week, followed by Paul Hopkins Jr. in 7th. Brian Hughes will fall 3 spots this week to 8th, followed by Chase Follett, who will remain in 9th. Last but not least, we have Michael Brady to round out the top 10. I've got 8 races on the board. Now I've got to make sure that I try to improve upon my worst races to try and get myself 8 really solid races for the end of the season. I think if I can take some of my 40-point races and bump those up to 60 or 80 points, then I might have a chance at first place in the season. So we're going to keep going after those top 5 finishes. We're going to keep trying to get some wins and hopefully have some really stiff competition. The higher the I rating, the higher the strength of field, the better your championship points are going to be. So let's see how the rest of the season pans out. But thank you guys so much for coming along for the ride, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.